Hi, I'm James. I'm the lead cycling coach from Nottingham Physio. You've probably seen me on a few of my race recap videos. I'm here in Belgium at the Gravel World Champs. I've done a few videos on TikTok and Instagram about what I've been getting up to the last few days, but I thought I'd run you through a bit of a bike check, what I'm taking with me, like nutrition and tools and stuff like that, and a little bit of a better idea of what I'm doing here. So tomorrow I'm racing in the Elite Men's Gravel Worlds. From Halle to Leuven in Belgium. There's about 283 starters in the Elite Men's. I'm 77 on the grid because I've got a few UCI points from the mountain bike XCO and a couple from the cyclocross as well. So I'm not in too bad a position to start with. You know, on the front row you've got people like Van der Poel and some of the top cross riders and stuff like that. So 77 out of 280 is not too bad. So yeah, this is a little run through of what I'm taking with me. So this is my bike. So it's a Candel Super X. It's a cyclocross bike, but yeah, I use it as my gravel bike. So yeah, first things first. So I've got Shimano GRX on it, 2x11. I've chosen 2x just because I think it just gives you a much better range, so you can have a nice big gear without limiting yourself on sort of a climbing gear. So yeah, I found it good for all courses, hilly, flat. Yeah, I think it's the best choice for gravel at the minute. Yeah, so tomorrow I'm running chainring wise. I've got a 53 on the 52 tooth outer ring and then a 39 inner, so quite big gears, but I think it's going to be a fast race tomorrow. The sort of predicted time for the predicted finish time for the leading men is 4.5 hours, so that's sort of like 38k an hour, so it's yeah, it's going to be a speedy one. So I've done a bit of pre-ride. Well, I've pre-rode the whole course, and yeah, the 39 inner tooth is pretty good as well. There's not many steep climbs and none of them are over 1 kilometre long, so a 39 inner, and then at the back I've got a 1134, so 3934 is my small easiest gear, and then a 5211, so hopefully I shouldn't be spinning out, but we'll see, because yeah, some fast boys in there tomorrow. Yeah, moving on, next sort of big thing, tyres. So I've actually got a mismatch on, but yeah, it's so at the front I've got a Schwalbe G1R in a 45mm width. They probably come up a little bit narrower on these rims. But yeah, I've got that up front, and then on the back I've got a Continental Terra Speed in a 45 as well. Yeah, and again, that comes up a little bit narrower on these rims because they're quite narrow. Yeah, I've picked these, they're fast tyres. Reason I've got a mismatch is, yeah, I wanted to put 2 new tyres on for this event, and yeah, I only had 1 new Terra Speed, and then yeah, I actually won the Schwalbe earlier in the year, so I thought I'd put it on. It'd be a good, they're pretty similar tyres. Schwalbe, put that one on the front because it's got a little bit more taller knobs on it, so it should help. Yeah, it is a dry, the course, but it should help me round some of the looser corners and stuff. So yeah, that's my tyre setup. I probably run them about 20 to 25 psi. Yeah, I've just been sort of doing them on feel. So whatever they're at now, I'll check it, and then yeah, probably add a psi for tomorrow. Yeah, just because they'll go down overnight. But yeah, and then inside them I've got Vittoria airliners, the new light ones, so they come up and they fit like really nice inside the rim. I've got lots of protection on my rim. So at the Gralic earlier in the year, I had some other inserts in that weren't quite as big, and I hit a big rock I don't know, halfway round or something, and it's knackered my rim pretty much. I did manage to get round, but afterwards I had to replace the rim. So hopefully with a bit more width on the insert, I should be a bit better, better prepared if I hit anything. So yeah. So next thing probably got is the handlebars. So bit of a change fairly recently. I went to a much narrower bar, so I've got, these are 36 on the top, and then they flare out to, I can't remember now, but like 38 or 40 centimeters on the drop. So pretty narrow on the top when I'm like rolling along on a straight flat bit or trying to get fairly airy, and then if there's anything tricky or like a bumpy descent or something, I can get in the drops, and they're pretty, they're wide enough to be confident on the loose stuff. And yeah, just being in the drops, your hands don't bounce around, and yeah, feel pretty safe in them. And then I've got a nice big stem on here as well, so it's a 140. The reason it's that long is because I think the cross bike has quite a short top tube, so which is fine for cyclocross when you're sort of making changes in direction really quick. But on the gravel, I wanted something a bit longer, so I wasn't banging my knees on the handlebars and stuff like that. So I've got a 140 stem, 36 centimeter handlebars. I'll have my Garmin up here, and I'll run a GoPro tomorrow, so I'll try and get some footage of what is going to be a very chaotic start, because it's 280 riders trying to get into some quite narrow trails. So moving on, I've got a bit of a weird saddle on as well. This is something I just got off eBay. I wanted to try a TT saddle, see if it was any better when I was trying to get sort of down low and like tucked up. So it hasn't really got a nose to it, so it just means you're not getting like you're not getting so much pressure on when you sort of bent right over into a sort of aero position. It's actually been really comfortable so far, so recommend trying one of them if you want to try and get a bit lower and at the front. So next thing I guess is, so I've got these X-Lab chimp bottle cages. So I did a race in Spain earlier this year, and I had some like just sort of normal metal cages on, but going down one of the descents, both of my bottles came out at the same time, and I didn't realise till I got to the bottom. And that kind of knackered me really, because I ended up losing the group because I had to stop to grab a bottle from the feed stop. So yeah, these bottle cages got like 8 pounds of grip force or something. They were a little bit expensive, but I mean, touch wood, but I haven't dropped a bottle, and they're super secure. If it's going to save me from having to stop at feed stops because I've dropped a bottle, I think it's worth it. What else we got? So got road pedals on as well. So it's a little bit technical, of course, but I shouldn't need to get off my bike or anything like that. And it is dry. If I do need to get off, I'm not going to get my cleats clogged up and stuff. And they just provide a little bit more platform than the mountain bike pedals. They just find them a little bit more comfortable for a long race, because it's going to be probably almost 5 hours tomorrow, maybe just over, depending how fast I go. So add a little bit of comfort, a bit more stability, stuff like that. It's all good. What else we got? So the other thing to note is got a wax chain. Waxed that before I came. I think it's quicker. Well, it's meant to be quicker, and it doesn't pick up so much crap as well. So unlike an oily chain, you end up picking up, especially if it's dusty, you end up picking up loads of stuff, and it starts to get noisy. But these, so it's a bit stiff at the moment because it's just come out. I've just put it on, but after like 20 minutes, 30 minutes of riding it, free up. And then it should be mint for tomorrow. So yeah, so that's my bike. So show you what I'm taking with me for my fueling. Here's sort of what I'm taking fueling wise tomorrow. So I'm gonna go for about 120 grams of carbs per hour if I can. So I'm expecting it to be about 5 hours, hopefully under, but yeah, I prefer to take a little bit more than not have enough. So this is what I'm taking. So I'm gonna get that 120 grams of carbs an hour in gels and mix in my bottles. So gels wise, I've got these SIS beta fuel. I did try making my own at one point, but it just yeah, ends up being a bit of a mess, and yeah, so I just caved and bought some, yeah, which they are quite expensive, but yeah, these taste nice. 40 grams in each, so I'm gonna have 10 tomorrow, probably 9 or 10 over the race. So that's what, yeah, so that's 400 grams in gels. And then bottles wise, so I'll start with 2 750s, and then about halfway my parents are going to be at the feed stop, and I'm going to swap out for 2 more, or yeah, probably. So it's like a finishing loop at the end, so you get to halfway and then there's 2 48-kilometre laps. So I'll start with these 2, then at the feed stop I'll get 1 more, do a lap, get the other one, and then yeah, that'll finish on that. So in them I've got my own mix, so a little bit of money saving trick for you. You can buy maltodextrin and fructose, just neat stuff, which is what they put in the energy mixes and stuff. So I don't know how much the SAS drink mix is, but it's a lot cheaper than these, a lot more expensive than these, sorry. So yeah, pretty much I copy the ratio, try and see that, of maltodextrin to fructose that's on here, so 1:0.8. So they've done all the research and stuff. Yeah, so I think they know what they're talking about. So yeah, I just copy that. So I put in 1 serving of maltodextrin into 0.8 of fructose powder. So I think tomorrow I'm gonna have 50 grams in each bottle. So yeah, I'll work that out, what that is, split between the 2, and then in the bottles as well. So for my electrolytes, just got these electrolyte tablets. So I've got strawberry and kiwi and a tropical. So a little bit of flavour change, keep it interesting. I'll probably have 2 of them in each bottle. Yeah, so it makes it taste nice as well. So yeah, so that's my energy mix for the day before the race. Now before, I'll have one of these caffeine tablets. These are 200 milligrams of caffeine, so quite a lot, but yeah, I think the start is going to be hectic, so being sort of alert and ready to go straight away is going to be important. So yeah, I'll knock one of them back an hour before, give it time to kick in, and then what I might do as well is just put one of these in my pocket for the end of the race. So I find that caffeine can give you a bit of like gut issues if you're drinking it too much and have too much of it, especially when you're eating that much, you know, carb mix and gels and stuff. So yeah, but I might use it and I might not for like the last hour or something. Just give me a little bit more if I feel like I'm getting a bit tired towards the end. Yeah, but other than that, that's my nutrition strategy. I'll have big breakfast in the morning, probably just some rice and stuff, and yeah, good dinner and stuff tonight. So moving on to tools then. Yeah, so what I've got is mini pump, a couple of CO2s. I might just put 1 more in my pocket. Got some spare plugs, tyre lever in case the worst happens and I get a big slash or something in my tyre. And then I've got these plugs, so I can't do it with 2 hands, but this one's, this one's actually double-ended, so I've got 1 in that side and then 1 on this side if I need to do 2 real quick. and then I'll carry a third one ready to go as well. So got quite a few plugs there if I need to use them. They're just if you get like a hole in that the sealant won't fix, but yeah, it's not far off sealant, so I don't know, maybe like a couple of centimetres or something, you could probably use one of them. Yeah, and then I've got a multi-tool, I've got a chain breaker, yeah, all the Allen keys I need, a few of the little spoke keys and stuff, but I mean by that point, yeah, if I'm having to use the spoke key, it's probably going pretty wrong by that point. So yeah, that's my sort of emergency plan. Hopefully I won't have to use any of it. Yeah, and then so most of that will go in my saddle bag, but I'll bring my one CO2, probably both of these plugs and my multi-tool, just have them in my pocket, so if something does happen I can just whip it out of my pocket and do it like really quick. Just try and sort of save as much time as I can. Yeah, whereas the inner tube and stuff, which will take longer anyway, that'll go in my saddle bag, so if I need that I'm probably a bit knackered anyway. So yeah, and then also have my Garmin with my Wahoo with me, so I'll have the route on there. I've done it now, but I've only done it once, and it's a 180 kilometre lap, so I remember bits of it, like a few of the key sections, but a lot of it I won't really know, like which corner's coming up. So I usually have the route on there so I can see how tight the corner is, yeah, and if there's a climb coming up, or yeah, such and such, and keep an eye on the distance and stuff, and yeah, I'll be able to predict sort of, I don't know, all sorts kind of on them. So yeah, I think that's it really kit wise. Yeah, hope you enjoyed. I'm racing tomorrow at 12 o'clock. I think it's going to be on Eurosport or Discovery. Yeah, see if you can see me. I'll try. I'll do my best to yeah, place near the top, but yeah, hoping for a top 50 maybe, if the legs are good. Yeah, and I get a clean race. Yeah, and yeah, keep an eye out for the GoPro footage. Yeah, we're travelling back on the day on Sunday, so it might be a bit tricky to upload that on Sunday night, but if not, it'll be up on Monday. Yeah, seeing some of the stuff from last year's Gravel Worlds, and I think there's more tight bits and more people as well, so this is going to be maybe even more chaotic. So I think it'll be quite a good video, hopefully, and yeah, that's it really. Just yeah, put my feet up now really, mix up my drinks, put my numbers on as well. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, tune in for the GoPro footage coming soon. Cheers. Bye.